I am making fermented sauerkraut. I have been fermenting foods for a few years now, and I've never had an actual fermentation kit with all of the special weights and the little vent pipes. But the boys got me this kit for Christmas, and I'm pretty excited to use it. So I've got some cabbage, and I took my mandolin slicer. I find this works really well to get a nice thin, fine shred. And I peeled the outside leaves off and removed the core, and then shredded it nice and fine. And then the leaves that were still good, but I couldn't get shredded on that mandolin, I just went ahead and sliced really fine with a knife. And then I did keep a couple of extra leaves because later on we're going to use those. And here's the kit. It's got the pebble stones, the vent pipes, and the mallet or little pounder. 1 head of cabbage was about little over 4 pounds. So I did 2 tablespoons of salt, and I just mixed that in nicely. And then I'm taking the pounder or the mallet, and you just pound it down until that salt really starts to release the juices in that cabbage, and you're going to get a bunch of liquid. And that's when you know you'll be ready to place it in some quart jars. And then you're just going to fill quart jars and pound it down so it's nice and packed tight. And you want the liquid from pounding it into those jars as well. You want that over top of them. And once you get to that stage, then you are going to take one of those extra slices of cabbage that we saved, one of those leaves, and you're going to cut it to fit inside that jar perfectly. So I just, once I pounded all of that cabbage into the jars, I made sure there was liquid up over top. I poured that in there and cut the cabbage to fit down inside the jars. You don't want any little bits of cabbage sticking out. And then I took one of the pickle weights, and I think they're called pickle pebbles or something like that. And I set that down, and that's going to hold everything below the liquid. And then I put one of the vent pipes in a ring, and they're ready to go. You just leave them on the shelf for about a month.